Welcome to the Roman Empire, a fascinating journey through time. In this video, we will take a deep dive into one of the most influential and enduring civilizations in human history. From its origins as a small city-state on the banks of the Tiber River to its ultimate decline and fall, the Roman Empire had an enormous impact on the world, shaping everything from art and culture to politics and religion. Through this journey, we will explore the empire's remarkable achievements, including its military conquests, engineering feats, and contributions to science and philosophy. We will also examine the challenges and factors that led to the empire's ultimate decline and fall, such as economic struggles, military weaknesses, and invasions by barbarian tribes. So join me as we embark on this fascinating journey through time, and discover the complex and enduring legacy of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is one of the most fascinating and significant periods in world history. Lasting for over 5 centuries, from 27 BC to 476 AD, the Roman Empire was a vast and powerful entity that ruled over much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Its legacy continues to this day, with the influence of Roman culture and governance still visible in modern societies. This essay will provide a comprehensive history of the Roman Empire, exploring its rise, its triumphs and challenges, and its ultimate decline. Part 1. The Rise of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire began as a small city-state on the banks of the Tiber River in central Italy. According to legend, it was founded in 753 BC by the twin brothers Romulus and Remus, who were raised by a she-wolf. In reality, the early history of Rome is shrouded in myth and legend, but it is clear that by the 6th century BC, Rome had become a significant power in the region, with a well-organized army and a thriving economy. By the 3rd century BC, Rome had begun to expand its territory, conquering neighboring states such as Etruria and Samnium. In 264 BC, Rome went to war with Carthage, a powerful city-state in North Africa, in what would become known as the Punic Wars. The first 2 Punic Wars were fought over control of Sicily, but the third and final war, which lasted from 149 to 146 BC, resulted in the complete destruction of Carthage and the establishment of Rome as the dominant power in the Mediterranean. With its victory over Carthage, Rome continued to expand its territory, conquering Greece, Egypt, and much of the Middle East. The Roman Empire became the largest and most powerful state in the world, with a population of over 50 million people and an army of over 400,000 soldiers. Part 2. The Triumphs and Challenges of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was a time of great prosperity and achievement. It was a period of remarkable cultural and intellectual growth, with major advances in architecture, engineering, literature, and philosophy. The Romans built magnificent structures such as the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the aqueducts, which still stand today as testaments to their engineering prowess. They also made significant contributions to literature and philosophy, with writers such as Virgil, Ovid, and Seneca, and philosophers such as Cicero and Marcus Aurelius. Despite its many triumphs, the Roman Empire also faced significant challenges. One of the most significant was the problem of succession. The Roman Empire was ruled by a succession of emperors, many of whom were chosen by the army rather than by the people. This led to a great deal of instability, with frequent power struggles and civil wars. The most famous of these was the Year of the Four Emperors, in which 4 men claimed the throne in the space of a single year, leading to widespread violence and chaos. Another major challenge faced by the Roman Empire was the issue of declining economic and military power. As the empire continued to expand, it became increasingly difficult to maintain control over such a vast territory. The Roman army, which had once been a powerful and formidable force, began to decline in strength, as did the economy. The rise of piracy, barbarian invasions, and civil unrest also posed significant threats to the empire. Part 3. The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. The decline and fall of the Roman Empire is one of the most debated topics in world history. There are many different theories about what led to the empire's decline, but most historians agree that a combination of factors contributed to its downfall. One of the most significant factors was the economic decline of the empire. The Roman economy relied heavily on slavery and agriculture, and as new territories became harder to conquer, the empire began to experience a shortage of slaves and fertile land. This led to a decline in agricultural production, which in turn led to a decline in trade and commerce. The decline of the Roman army was another major factor. In the early years of the empire, the Roman army was the most powerful in the world, but over time, it became bloated and inefficient. The army was plagued by corruption, and many soldiers were more loyal to their individual commanders than to the empire as a whole. This led to a breakdown in discipline, which made it increasingly difficult to maintain control over the empire's vast territories. The rise of barbarian invasions was also a major factor in the decline of the Roman Empire. As the empire weakened, barbarian tribes from the north began to invade, seeking to take advantage of its declining power. The most famous of these invasions was led by the Visigoths, who sacked Rome in 410 AD. Other tribes, such as the Huns and the Vandals, also posed significant threats to the empire. Finally, the decline of the Roman Empire can also be attributed to a crisis of leadership. Many of the later emperors were weak and ineffective, and were unable to deal with the challenges facing the empire. Some emperors, such as Nero and Caligula, were known for their cruelty and incompetence, which further weakened the empire's power and prestige. The Roman Empire was one of the most significant and influential periods in world history. Its legacy can still be seen in modern society, in everything from our legal systems to our architecture and literature. Despite its many triumphs, the Roman Empire also faced significant challenges, and ultimately succumbed to a combination of factors, including economic decline, military weakness, barbarian invasions, and poor leadership. Despite its downfall, however, the Roman Empire remains a fascinating and enduring example of human civilization at its greatest heights and lowest lows. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the Roman Empire. We have seen how this ancient civilization rose to prominence, conquered vast territories, and left an indelible mark on human history. We have explored its remarkable achievements and contributions to the world, from art and architecture to law and philosophy. And we have also examined the challenges and factors that led to its ultimate decline and fall. But despite its downfall, the legacy of the Roman Empire lives on, and its impact can still be felt today in countless ways. So I hope that you have enjoyed this fascinating journey through time, and that it has left you with a deeper appreciation for the complexities and enduring legacy of this remarkable civilization. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, farewell.